Let me tell you a story. When I was a kid growing up in New York, I had a whopping 7 channels to choose from, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. As I got older, the cable industry came along, and suddenly it went from 7 channels to dozens of channels to hundreds of channels. Now with internet TV, with Netflix, with the explosion of the availability of thousands of titles that you could possibly watch, the world changes.
Choice. The problem is choice.
So with all this incredible choice, that's fantastic, but you need a way to sort through the choice. You need to make finding the great title to watch easy. And that's where personalization comes in. So personalization is pretty much creating the right connection between a viewer and their content. In the end, what we're doing is we're creating a love story. So to do that, we have to go deep into the content. We have to understand everything we can around the content. So how do we do that? Well, going back years ago, we decided we're gonna figure out everything possibly we could think of that you can tag a movie or TV show with to really get underneath the story. So we would tag everything from, how about the visuals? Are they strikingly and dazzling and gorgeous? Or does it just take place with 2 people sitting across from each other, talking in a diner, and it's really about the words?
We can't be direct, so we end up saying the weirdest things.
We started tagging everything, whatever we can think of. How much gore, how much violence, how much sex.
You should see the other guy.
Are they smoking? Are they drinking? Are they doing whatever we could throw in there? Then we had to understand the viewer, the user. How do we match up? What's the right thing for any particular person? And there's a couple of different ways. You might think if we know someone's a 17-year-old guy versus a 67-year-old woman, done. You know exactly what they want to watch. Show the 67-year-old woman lots of things with Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine. Show the 17-year-old guy lots of Marvel superheroes, lots of explosions. And you'd be wrong, because that's not how it works. And the reason is, it really depends on understanding people's moods. There's 3 reasons why people want a particular story told to them at any given time. Reason number 1 is, I want to escape. I want to melt into my upholstery. Reason number 2 is I want to expand my horizons. 3 is social currency. I want to watch something because everyone is talking about it, and I want to be part of that conversation. For us to know in personalization exactly which of those 3 reasons or which combination of those reasons anyone wants at any particular time, that is quite a stretch goal. So instead of getting that one perfect title, we take the best guess. We have those 5 stars on Netflix, and you tell us, you want to give 1 to 5 stars, there's that Adam Sandler comedy. What do you want to give Happy Gilmore? What do you want to give The Square, a documentary about the Egyptian Revolution? Oh, you want to give that 5 stars. Based on that, we're going to show you lots more of things like The Square. There's a problem with that. And the problem with that, and we found this after watching what users do, what they tell you and what they actually end up watching, sometimes very different things. So behavioral data, implicit data, what they watch, how much they watch, what devices they watch on, that is a lot more powerful. And that's what we tend to use a lot more than explicit. Part of the thing about big data is this vast mountain. If we tried to use all that information, we'd be making a lot of mistakes. So what we do is, by sophisticated machine learning techniques, we try to figure out what are the tags that matter. Understanding this balance, that's up to the sophisticated algorithms that bridge what we know about the user and what we know about the content. So then the next thing this implies, with all this tagging that we have across the content, can't we start understanding a little more? Can't we start deconstructing stories? Can't we get to the point where it's not only suggesting what people want to watch, but it's also creating those stories using those tags? Can't we start cobbling together the elements of a story and start understanding? So we knew at Netflix, yes, Kevin Spacey had a certain fan base and it was pretty big. We knew that, Here's political Machiavellian Washingtonian dramas. Well, we get a feel from that kind of base of how many people are gonna watch. So we could approximately size up, and that's gonna get a pretty big audience. There was an expression that used to be used years ago, which is calling TV the boob tube. You know, it was lowest common denominator.
Anything I can do to help?
Yes.
What?
Bust this table.
When you only have 7 channels and really 3 major networks, what you have to do is you have to make programming just good enough so you get as wide an audience as possible. In the age of internet TV, the quality of programming is a lot better because it opens up possibilities of you don't have to go for lowest common denominator. You can really find your specific audience, and that specific audience might be 5 million people or 50 million people. You can get to those people more effectively with personalization. You can get to those people more effectively with internet TV, where everyone gets to choose whatever they want to watch in any given amount of time. So that elevates the storytelling, and that makes things a lot better for the viewer.